Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm inside again. It is windy out there and stormy, and we're supposed to have a yard sale today. We did yesterday as well. We started Friday. We're going to go today, maybe tomorrow. And it just looks like it has been so hot. And I took one of those little seeds of agrimony with me to Georgetown. These little stickers. Oh, dear me. And the plant's so great. But it comes with those stickers. Interestingly enough, I said, where am I going with all this again? Interestingly, just one little sticker. Interestingly enough, though, if one just leaves things alone when it comes to these stickers, especially on the animals, I cut the manes of the horses every year. Chip, 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 chip. Oh, no. They're not riding them anyway. And they're much more comfortable. I mean, every fall, it's like, my gosh, it just matted up every day. So I just cut their manes, not super, but just short up, and takes care of it. Right? The dogs, you could brush them every day. Gus is the worst right now, every day. And, but if I don't do anything, just do his head, the worst parts, they somehow just come off again. Yes? Worry about things one doesn't really have to worry about too much, right? Yes. Okay. Oh, but it's been hot here. So hot. Oh, agrimony. Agrimony is a great herb for, I have to remember that one again. Throat ailments. Strep throat. Takes care of strep throat. And certain other things as well. It's a great herb for all kinds of different things. So we had it hot. Oh my God, it was so hot out there, and the children had it was 100 and it was the temperature without the humidity was like 86, 90. And it got hotter as it got towards the evening. It's so humid out there. Early in the morning, it never really cooled down. But with the humidity, it feels like 10 degrees more, 10 to 15 degrees more. So it felt like 100, 96 to 100, and it's so hot. And the children, I was sitting out there under a little awning, under a little tent that my daughter put up, so I had some shade. They were selling lemonade. For the first time, they were selling lemonade, okay? All three of them. Poor John was sick. Still sick. He was really sick, actually, so he didn't come. Oh my gosh, they had so much fun. Oh, to watch them, it was just heaven. It was heaven to watch these children hand out lemonade. And we had it for 50 cents. 50 cents for a good-sized cup with ice and lemonade. Country time. I thought they just on the spur and said, well, we're going to sell lemonade, right? And the cups came that morning too. My other daughter got some cups. That was the hold up every time. So here comes my oldest granddaughter with cups, and they're, oh yeah, and they got ready, and I made them a little stand. What? Had nothing to, and we used every table for the yard sale. I just got a big plastic tub where they had the toys in, dumped those out, said, here you go, put a piece of cardboard over top that I had already cut again for We're starting to run out of canvases, so we're using cardboard to, and I primed those first. I have primer with me. Primed those first with white, and then there's more canvas for them to paint on, right? Yes, yeah. Gosh, we got brain to think with, right? Yes, alrighty then. And so I used one of those, put it over top, put a sheet over it, looked very nice, clean. And then my daughter had a cooler with, and she just happened to have a half a bag of, or almost 3/4 of a bag of a big bag of ice. Yes, and put that in there, and there you go. And the people loved these children. Oh, there were several. They were lemonade stand. Yes, brings back memories. So we used up what we had on the country time. Uh, just made it from powder, but I thought lemons. Gotta find us some lemons. Real lemons make the good stuff. Yes, yeah. You never know. That's probably the country time powder stuff is what people have anyway. That's what they like, right? Why bother? I fix something that doesn't need fixing. But anyway, uh, and 50 cents. Oh my gosh. One guy handed them a $10 bill, and they were trying to figure out, and he's like, no, 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 that's for you guys. And yes, oh, so cute. Most people gave them more than 50 cents. Just amazing. Oh, I mean, wonderful. And we made some signs again, just quick from cardboard pieces, right? And there's lemonade, lemonade, and a little one. Oh my God, she's just every car that came, lemonade, lemonade. Eventually, they ran out. They in between then, they got hot too. I was worried a little bit, but they said, "Grizzy, can we go and put up the pool?" I said, "Sure." Yeah. So they went and put up the pool and cooled off in the pool. Yes, and then a couple hours later, they came back up and they were. I said, "You guys still have some lemonade? Why don't you go out? It's getting evening time. People are coming home from work. This, that." They're, yeah, yeah. And so they went out again, and the neighbor's girl came over. She said, "I've never done this. I have never done a lemonade stand either." So her mom let her stay. And they had fun together for another couple of hours out in the heat. The snap. They started to have little red cheeks here underneath it. So to put more. Oh my gosh! Another busy day. Though I was sitting in a chair most of the time. Oh, I had great talks with people. Oh my gosh! It's like, why does one have a yard sale? For Daniela, it's so I can talk to people about all kinds of different things. Right? Yes. Oh, it was so cute. Of course, here I am. God bless and protect you. Especially when they you know were getting that lemonade from the children, which yesterday, betcha these people, oh my gosh, a cup of lemonade, so great. And then here the kids started going, God bless you always, and the people just, you could tell, say, is that really such a rare thing? That people are being sent off? God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. Have a nice day. Hey, I'll see you later. God bless you. Right? Because here I am. God bless you and protect you. Is it such a thing? Right. And there were quite a few guys. Oh, God bless you too. Right. And you could tell in their demeanor. I was surprised. Yes. Interesting. Well, anyway, so we made a little bit more money selling some of the stuff, which was cheap. It's all good quality things, but they want it gone, so it was cheap, 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 cheap. And the children made made quite a bit with that lemonade stand, and then shared some with the neighbor girl, and then they got divided the money all. And I was thinking, how am I going to teach them that lesson, just in case I was prepared. Didn't needed it though. And I said, well, but the little one, she didn't do as much work, and I watched them and so are we going to get a little more? Because I come across that with adults. Would you believe it? Yes. Yeah. Where people would be entitled to a certain amount of money and personal experience. I was the one who was giving out. And sure enough, adults would come and say, well, but that one didn't, though that one was much worse off and would need the money way more than right? Any of the other ones, right? Yes. And I said, well, you guys gonna have to work that out between each other because these were adults and it's not like children. But I was amazed. They were brothers and sisters too. I was amazed on how they already had so much. Then out of the portion that the sister got, same portion as everybody else, who was sick and had a disease that you just can't be healed. You just hope that it doesn't get worse. And already couldn't do it. They were contesting some of her money. They wanted some of hers too. Isn't that something? Yeah, that was a weird one to me. Yeah. Mm. Well, anyway. Mm. So I thought, how am I going to do this? And then explained to her, I said, no, she did just, I was watching. She was the one that also, her excitement, and she said she worked just as hard as you. That's what's going to be mine. Right? It never even came up. It never even, not only that, but she'd say, I want to hand out the, bad lemonade to people too, not just the older ones. And sure, they would. My oldest granddaughter says, okay, it's Abby's turn now to rep. So she would prep it, but then Abby would go and of course, with my granddaughter and hand it into the car, kind of thing. Or if they were standing there, she would hand it to them. Wonderful to watch them. It was just how they did that. It was just like I thanked heaven that I taught my children to teach their children this well when it came to the matters of the heart. Yes? Yeah. And then when I divided it up, nobody said anything about, oh, I should get more. I did more work or this or that. Yeah? Yeah. Interesting. All right. Those children could teach adults a thing or two. So they were well rewarded by heaven and spirit world yesterday. Their attitude was just so, and then it began so, oh, they didn't stop. This, I said, excuse me. And so the first few, they didn't stop. And there's that. I said, excuse me, hey, some people may be in a hurry to get to work or this or that. It's in the morning. Or, towards noon or something when they started doing the lemonade. I said, so don't, have a positive attitude. Positive attitude will bring you to success, right? Yes? No negativity. Oh, okay. That's all it took the rest of the day. It's like, oh, yeah, they took the cue, right? Yes? Okay. And it says, even send, God bless you, this, that, along with people who don't stop, right? Yes. There. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's Coda. You, you with your coat, huh? A white husky. A white husky. Siberian husky. Are you a Siberian husky? Yes, you are. She's got a coat. You wouldn't believe that undercoat of hers. You can brush that dog and brush that dog and brush that dog and brush that dog and brush some more. Right? Yes. And still, see this? This is after brushing and brushing. It's still, she loses. This is just, it's a never ending story. She has so much undercoat. Can you imagine her out in that heat? Oh, but you'd be insulated against the heat, huh? No, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that. So she was happily staying inside yesterday. Huh? I let her out this morning. She didn't go too far. too warm, huh? Too warm. Here she is. There she is. Say good morning. Say good morning. Beautiful blue eyes. Huh? Yeah. She can hardly walk them steps anymore. Yes, you and me. Huh? Yeah. So she stays down here most of the time. It's just safer. Huh? Rather than falling down and break a hip at your age? Yes. Just look at me like she wants to come on the bed, which is not happening. Even if I let her, she can't get up on the bed anymore. Her back legs are not helping her out in that area, are they? Huh? Yeah. Okay, all right. Enough talk. 15 minutes already into it. Well. So, great day yesterday, even though it was so hot. I ended up, and that's for, I hope that people hydrate out there. Make sure you drink enough water, even if you are in the house. I got really hot out there for a moment. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Then it started to rain. It wasn't supposed to rain yesterday. And it started to rain. I'm going, and it was like a downpour suddenly. Everything back into the garage, A customer helped us. I gave him a little discount for that. More discount. I do not well for selling stuff. So we made quite a bit of money yesterday. Quite a bit. We made, considering the Friday and the weather and the heat, we made pretty good. Anyway, so, and then he looked like, okay. The children helped to put it back out. And here, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, I'm going, my daughter came and helped put it back in. Then we waited, and we put it all back out again. Oh my gosh. And after that, I was just, I'm ready to just fall over. I mean, I was fine, but, and so I went and I got a towel, and I just wrapped up some ice in it and laid it around my neck. And you'd be amazed, within about 15, 20 minutes, I tolerated the heat. I was feeling much better. I mean, feeling better. It's like, I said 15, 20 minutes, and it all became very enjoyable. It was still hot. The heat didn't change, but I changed something, right? Yes. And just that bit of ice with that wet towel around my neck made all the difference. If you don't have an air conditioner, if you don't have a fan, if you don't have this and that, maybe you'll have, even just a wet towel works. You don't have to have the ice necessarily either, right? But who doesn't have a little ice handy in heat like that? So, just a little hint. Yep, yes, yeah. Oh, my dear me. Let's get going here. I wonder what it's doing out there. I have a feeling my daughter's going to say, Mom, we are not new. I don't know. She's a trooper, though, too. So she much said, we have more help today, Mom. In and out and in and out. Okay. Okay. Ruth 3. Boaz sleeps. Her mother-in-law, Naomi, then said, Daughter, is it not my duty to see you happily settled? And Boaz, the man with whose workwomen you were, is he not our kinsman? Tonight he will be winnowing the barley on the threshing floor. So wash and perfume yourself, put on your cloak, and go down to the threshing floor. Don't let him recognize you while he's still eating and drinking. But when he lies down, take note where he lies, then go and turn back the covering at his feet and lie down yourself. He will tell you what to do. Ruth said, I shall do everything you tell me. What is this? Is this how you got husbands at that time? All right. So she went down to the threshing floor and did everything her mother-in-law had told her. When Boaz had finished eating and drinking, he went off happily and lay down beside the pile of barley. Drunk? Does that mean happily? Went off happily and lay down beside the pile of barley, drunk? Ruth then quietly turned back the covering at his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night he woke up with a shock and looked about him, and there lying at his feet was a woman. "Who are you?" he said, and she replied, "I am your servant Ruth. Spread the skirt of your cloak over your servant, for you have the right of redemption over me." Oh, that's an interesting way of saying something here. "May Yahweh bless you, daughter," he said, "for this second act of faithful love of yours is greater than the first, since you have not run after young men, poor or rich." Was she running after an old man? Rich? He calls her daughter again, by the way. That's creepy. That's just creepy. Come on, guys, unless I'm not understanding something here about how things went at that time. What daughter meant, what father meant, what mother meant, what uncle meant, what. Okay, I'm just saying. It's whatever. Ah. Don't be afraid, daughter. I shall do everything you ask, since the people at the gate of my town all know that you are a woman of great worth. But though it is true that I have the right of redemption over you, you have a kinsman closer than myself. Stay here for tonight, and in the morning, if he wishes to exercise his right over you, very well, let him redeem you. Oh, and who is that? There's another guy? And who is that? But if he does not wish to do so, then as Yahweh lives, I shall redeem you. Lie here till morning. So she lay at his feet till morning, but got up before the hour when one man can recognize another, and he thought, it must not be known that this woman came to the threshing floor. He then said, "Let me have the cloak you are wearing. Hold it out." She held it out while he put 6 measures of barley into it and then loaded it onto her, and off she went to the town. When Ruth got home, her mother-in-law asked, "How did things go with you, daughter?" She then told her everything that the man had done for her. "He gave me these 6 measures of barley and said, 'You must not go home empty-handed to your mother-in-law.'" Naomi said, "Do nothing, daughter, until you see how things have gone. I'm sure he will not rest until he has settled the matter this very day." Interesting. All right. So, again, it's interesting on how, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with God, but who knows? I can't, I don't, but there's definitely some scheming going on, or some, right? Okay, well, not, she's not married. I wonder, it doesn't say if he has any wives, right? So would she just be a concubine? Is this an older unmarried man, or maybe he had a wife before and she passed away? Does he have any children, sons and daughters? I don't know. It doesn't say yet. Will it? I don't know. What is this really about? It's supposed to be a tale about loyalty. I don't know what the uncovering of the feet means. I have no idea what that means. I don't know. I gotta go check that out, I guess. Do I need to go and check it out? Does it matter? And do I need this information? It's just a tale. Who knows why that's in there? But it seems that the whole thing is running in a appropriate way, right? Yes, it's the in the way that, okay, Ruth has already been married, right? And here's an older man. An older man might not look in a younger woman that she's still a virgin. Yes, I know, I know. But still, so, and again, so he hears the story about her being loyal to her mother-in-law, and um, So she's a good woman. So he hears good things about her. She hears good things about him. So kind of a match made in heaven, really, when it comes down to it, to two people who one's older, needs some care, and the other one's younger, and kind of, yeah, I get it. I get it. Hmm. Yet there is this, okay, but we don't want to see anybody, yeah, we don't want you to, right? We don't want you to be seen. So you need to leave before it's daylight so nobody recognizes you. Oh, really? So, oh, they're hiding something there, right? Well, Naomi just wants to, oh no, Ruth wants to just, again, how loyal she is, As I said, I don't know what the uncovering the feet means. Or, again, she was like protecting him while he was drunk and sleeping off his stupor, unprotected. I don't know. He has enemies like that? I don't know. Doesn't say. And, oh, and then there's someone else. Though she says, oh, you can do with me whatever. And then I'm kind of, to redeem myself. So what redemption we talking about here? Right? Oh, because she did what? Then forcing him into what? Though he seems willing, seems like as I said, he's recognizing she's a good woman, but I don't know. I'm not getting it. What this is all about, really. Except for, okay, well, we know, right, that the tale is about Ruth loyalty and how she became what, one of the ancestors of David. All right, which again, that timeline that doesn't quite make any sense to me. It doesn't. But anyway, it's all right. It's a weird one. If you count back to before Christ and after Christ and how that counts down. All right. Sorry, can't help it. It's just so weird. Trying to make sense out of the tale. What is it supposed to teach? I have no idea. I mean, according to God's word, right? What's that supposed to teach me? I know what this is all about, but what's this? Why is that in the Bible? Why is that tale in the Bible? What for? Right? And maybe we'll find out. But who's the other person? Who's got more rights? I guess Naomi's brothers? Naomi's brothers' sons? Or something? I don't know. I have no idea. Huh? Yes? Who won her too? Yet she doesn't. Okay, I'm not getting that done. So, anyway. So then he's the obviously Boaz wants her, but he wants to do it in the right way. Right? Yes? So let's see first, and then, right, if nobody wants you, if that's not panning out, I'm going to come for you. Right? That's what it sounds like. Okay, all right, that's great. No idea why I need to know this. Cool. This is how you get a husband. Oh, Ruth only has 4 chapters, you guys. That's it. Ooh, a quick one. It's just a tale. Has a happy ending, I guess. Don't really know much. I don't know. There's a little bedtime story, huh? Yeah, okay. In the Bible. I don't know if they want to just put one in about a woman, a good woman. That's good. I like that. Not sure how much God has to do with any of that. And then, see, I'm already done with Ruth. It's okay, great. Maybe I'm understanding it all wrong. I have no idea. Oh, there's Samuel 1 and Samuel 2. Let me see here. 31 chapters in Samuel 1, or rather sections. Oh, what did I see? Oh. Kings. Gonna get into Kings. Oh, yeah, one of my favorites. Right? All right. Here we go. I think that if with the stories in the Bible, if through the Israelites the rest of the world would have learned to live according to God's ideal, right? Well, nobody can really do that. Yes, we can. God would not ask us to do anything that wasn't properly designed to work out. Yes? Okay. So no, we can live the absolute perfect ideal as mankind. Yes? And why can we do that? Because we think we process things. Yes? Some better than others. People have their different strengths in certain areas. Yes? Okay. That's why. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know, I'll give a little example again on some of the insects, the gnat or the snake, right? Yes, yeah, I find that interesting on how people find with certain animals, again, yeah, well, that's depicts evil. Oh, that has was used for sheep or heavenly, right? And goats are devilish or something. What? Come on, people, and other things, yeah. And that doesn't make any sense to me. Absolutely none. As I said, people aren't around animals like that. Have never been. Haven't been a sheep herder, a goat herder, or what. Please just zip it, okay? And then the jokes, for example, is another thing. And good thing chickens aren't. They don't care. They don't know what you're doing. But chicken brain, okay, so a chicken may not have a very big brain. It kind of goes along with their body. But chickens are amazing. They're amazing animals in so many ways. And they have character as well. And they are the best mothers. They will give their life for their babies. Just saying. So, have insects. You go and read up on certain insects and why they are needed for the balance of many different things out there, right? Yes, amazing, and we need every one of them. Okay, so we have a brain to think, and to think that the ideal is not possible, right? Yes, what, to keep 10 commandments? Oh, it's not possible. Oh, yeah, right, okay. I don't believe that. Yes, we can. We just don't want to. And if in today's world, right, I would see more of the ideal happening, right, when it comes to relationships than conjugal relationships, for example, or right, the more extended mother-in-law, father-in-law, right, yes, and so forth. If I would see more of the ideal happening with people out there all over the world, I probably would be looking at this story, this tale of Ruth differently. Probably, but it don't. I see already on how. Is this really? Is real? The scheming is not coming from God. The scheming is coming from Naomi. Ruth just kind of follows along, it seems like. Right? Boaz is kind of pulled into the scheming. He's just being a nice guy, it seems like. Seems like he's a really nice guy. Right? A proper guy. A proper one at that. And who's scheming here, though? I have to say, who is scheming here? And is that the proper way? Is this the ideal way? What if Boaz finds out in the end? Oh, okay. He might not care. He says, well, I'm glad you did that because we felt to each other, right? Yes? But he calls her continuously daughter. Maybe a thing that you do anyway, right? Till, okay, she becomes your wife. I'll call you daughter until you become wife. I don't know. But again, that's weird. It's already giving people an odd idea on what relationships are supposed to be like and how they are accepted. Right? Yes? And abuse and how abuse happens as well. Through right? Not addressing a person the proper way if you have other intentions towards that person. Okay, just say. There you go. So, but don't know. Again, if things were maybe more ideal, people really would be willing to live more in the ideal on how God created us to live together and be the masters of earth. Yes. Properly. Yes. No abuse anywhere. Anyway. Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, it is? It's raining. Well, that's my cue here to finish up. God's love, blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you another time.